This video will show you how to identify whether an article you've found in the library database is a primary research study. This is helpful for classes like Bioscience and Psychology when your instructor asks you to find primary research, also known as primary studies. In broad terms, primary sources refer to sources that were written by people who experienced something firsthand or lived through important events. In history and humanities, this often takes the form of diaries, autobiography, or speeches. In the sciences, this refers to scientific experiments that were performed by the article's author or authors. This is different from secondary sources, or secondary research, which comments on existing work or combines the work of several authors. Your best bet at CCC for finding articles like this is the library database called Academic Search Complete. Primary studies are almost always published in scholarly journals, also known as academic journals. Starting from the CCC Library homepage, scroll down to the link labeled A to Z Databases. This takes you to our A to Z Databases list. You can think of this page as being like the list of stores at the shopping mall. First, you need to decide which store to go shopping in. Then you can start looking for a specific item that you want. Click on Academic Search Complete. Once you're in the database, type in your search terms. Take a look at the results. If you want to adjust your search to see only the more recent articles, such as articles published within the last 5 or 10 years, you can use the controls at the left of the screen. Notice how the icons in the results list show when articles come from academic journals or from periodicals, which in this database means newspaper and magazine articles. But even if you click the academic journal box to limit your search, you should be aware that not all of these articles are primary research. So how do you know if an article is primary research? You have to look closely for these important clues. First, when you're looking at the details page, scan through the article's abstract to see if the authors have identified or described their research participants. Does the methods section describe the authors working with people, animals, or microorganisms? For example, in this article, you can see that in the abstract, they say, quote, "This cross-sectional study included 788 children." Sometimes you'll also see the abbreviation N equals and then a number. This is scholar code for number of study participants. This tells me that this article is a primary study. But looking at this other article here, this abstract says, the goal of this review was to identify sleep-related measures for clinical and/or research use in youth mental health settings. This tells me that this is a systematic review, not a primary research study. So when an article explicitly mentions research participants in their methods section or in their abstract, it's a good bet that it's a primary research study. The second thing to look out for are words in the article's title like meta-analysis or systematic review, or even just review. These kinds of articles are not primary research. They aggregate data from many different studies to draw bigger picture conclusions about a broader topic. And if you aren't sure if the article you've chosen is a primary research study, ask a librarian. Your CCC librarians are available in person at the library reference desk, or you can connect with us by phone, email, and chat. We're here to help you.